Spark FM online, number one for urban and Caribbean people. What'd you say, girl?
Urban and Caribbean music.
What did I say?
Urban and Caribbean people.
That one. That what she said. Urban and Caribbean music. I'm like, it's people. No, it's definitely not that. What is it? I mean, it's same thing.
Is it?
Urban and Caribbean music, urban and Caribbean people.
Urban and Caribbean things.
We're all, yes, urban and Caribbean things.
Yeah.
Ting that. Messiah. Good morning, people. Good morning. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B. Knowing Hot Sauce in the building.
Hey, everybody, hey.
It is 2 days till it is T minus 2 days for Thanksgiving. What is it? It's T minus 2 days. T minus 2 days. T means what? Tip off?
Yes.
I don't know.
Nobody knows what T means.
Nobody's
ever asked that.
I'm not sure.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, T minus 2 days until Thanksgiving, where we get to be as gluttonous and thankful as we want
my
to.
son was so excited this morning. He's like, "Wait, Mom, what is today?" And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Is it Thanksgiving?" And I said, "Yeah, it's Thanksgiving at your school because they have a Thanksgiving feast." So I was like, "Yeah, today's Thanksgiving at your school." He's like, "Yes, tomorrow's Christmas."
Wow.
It always ends in Christmas somehow with Noah.
This boy is ready for Christmas. He's been on his best behavior and he's getting all the things.
I thought he was excited for Thanksgiving because I was like, what you gonna eat?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So today I've been like, "Oh, they're having Thanksgiving at your school." And he's like, "Oh, that's nice. If they have white rice, I will eat that."
Oh. He's got plans.
White rice.
Big Thanksgiving, he looking white rice.
White rice. I told him, listen.
Chris said, question, what is the official day you start drinking before
Stop
Thanksgiving?
drinking.
Stop drinking before what?
You start drinking.
Oh, and stop. Oh, he said and stop at the bottom.
For what?
That you start? I don't know. What is the
Start
question?
drinking?
Chris, what?
Start drinking?
When do you start
We
and
never
stop drinking?
We never stop.
So
Is that a trick
technically,
question?
I have stopped drinking. No, not technically. I have stopped drinking on the weekdays. I only drink water and tea on the weekdays. And then on the weekends, I allow myself one drink.
Nice.
Yes. So there you go, Chris.
Are you fasting?
No, I just realized that I love soda. It's not one of those things where, hey, you drink soda. No, I love it. I would rather drink soda than water any day.
Oh,
I will very much say that. Yes.
Wow.
I'm very, very much that. And I realize that that's not good for my stomach and that's not good for my overall health. So I had to figure out a little compromise. So I'll do the water. I'll drink all of the water during the week. And then on the weekend, if I go to brunch or if I go out to a little evening, I won't just drink randomly. But if I have a little evening out, I'll have me a little libation.
I've heard that if to replace soda. So what I did was I bought sparkling water. So I bought like 2 different kinds of sparkling waters, which is crazy because drinking water is so hard for me that I would drink nothing rather than drink water.
Which is funny because I feel like you drink a lot of water.
I know. So I drink a lot of tea, which I do.
No,
so,
I see you drinking a lot of water.
Oh, really? Because I don't.
You
maybe I've done like 1 bottle of water a day. Like,
because I feel like every time I see you, you got water. And when you get ready to water, you water.
I do. I guess I water.
Yeah.
Drink some water. Like
yes.
That. But anyhow, so I bought sparkling waters, which is really good. But what I was told too, that if you really like sodas, that the Sprite Zero Sugar is a really good alternative. It has no calories, there's no sugar, and they said that it tastes really, really good.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
What is it? Sprite no zero.
Sprite Zero.
Sprite Zero. So why isn't that just water?
Because it has a little lemon lime flavor with a tad of sweetness.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
so what's the difference between a Sprite, all of that, and a flavored?
So flavored water has no. It's just the the essence of the flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So and then but it's. I mean,
I feel you. I'm gonna try it.
The polar waters, the raspberry lime is really good, and the black cherry is really, really good. Polar seltzer water. A lot of
Oh,
people say-
the ones that you get.
Yeah, a lot of people encourage you not to drink carbonation though, because they say the carbonation causes bloat.
Yeah,
and whatever,
That's my
but-
problem is the bloat.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, you can't. Sometimes it's really hard to just go straight cold turkey.
Especially when you eating a good dinner.
Yeah.
You need a little
burp.
Yeah.
You need some burp in there.
Morning, Janet says, getting my belly ready. Goal going 5 pounds easy by Saturday, the latest.
Who, Janet?
Oh, she wants to gain
Gain
5
5
pounds easy by Saturday. Janet, I feel like Thanksgiving week is the week to accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
You've got to be really vigilant and consistent, though. You've got to eat those leftovers morning, afternoon, and night.
Mhm.
It be good. Every time you eat a leftover, it get a little bit better.
Mhm. It
That's why
does.
I'm gonna bring
because the
3.
flavor like
Seeps.
comes
It
out.
simmers.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Marinates.
Mhm.
I like that. I
Mhm.
like.
Yep.
If you guys are tuning in right now, go ahead and give it up a share. Let people know what you're listening to. Go ahead, press that share button. Give a little caption to it. Say tune in when you share it, or you can just share it. Whatever you need. I know people's out there is tired and lazy, and I feel you. I don't feel like doing any of it.
Mhm.
Quick check-in, Miss Tony. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. I'll be fine. You know, I'm chilling. Everything's good. What did I do yesterday? I didn't do anything. I hung out at home. I worked yesterday when I left here at the radio station.
Yeah.
I went home and I did work. Okay, I was working, and that's nice. And that's it.
And that's all I did, and
Wow.
that's all
That's
nice.
it.
I'm happy you did your work.
You
did
I was
a
proud
good
of
job.
myself too. I was proud. So that's it for me. Yeah, I hung out with the family for a few minutes, and that's it.
Big shout out to Roscoe, part of the Spark family. Today is his birthday. And shout out to my godson, Kemar. He turned
Key.
17 today.
17.
17 years old. Remember the little terrorist that used to terrorize us live?
Remember the day he was born, little baby with the
Yes.
pretty pink lips?
Yes,
Oh my
that-
God, him so cute.
And he,
17.
Guy, Sai, all
Yes.
of them. Such
Tai.
a good boy. Tai.
My and by.
Oh, yeah. He's
That's probably where
17
you got
now.
that from.
Probably.
Yep.
He's 17 now. Big old boy. Is in love
Wow.
with the Lord. Doing great. Strong, strapping young fella.
Jeez,
That's
Louise.
my boy. That's my boy right there. I tell you, that's my
Yes,
boy.
happy birthday, super handsome.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. Justin, how are you doing?
I'm good. We getting ready for Duke Dues taking place
Duke
this Saturday.
Dizzle!
I have been practicing my juking.
She
I'm
has been
so excited.
practicing her juking.
Yes.
I'm excited too because I've never been to a hype show, I feel.
Yeah.
Like I haven't never been to. I think I've seen them at Middle East. I've seen them at, different places. And I've been like, oh, I want to go there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go there.
I'm actually a little intimidated though.
you
What I gonna do?
have to have a shot of espresso before you go because you got to get your energy level on 1,000.
I think the music gonna do that by itself.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And then with 2 little shots of Shakila. Wow.
Shakira.
Tequila.
Crunk
2
juice.
little crunk juice with a little
crunk juice.
scissor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then next thing you know, I'm all over it. I'm crowd surfing. If there's a way for me to crowd surf,
Wow.
believe that.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to jump in the
I'm
crowd.
with
They
it.
better catch me.
That
I'm
is
with it.
crazy.
No, don't do the fail one. Don't fail.
Don't feel.
Don't fail. Don't jump and then end up landing.
Yeah,
no,
what's
no,
it
I can pick you up.
Pop.
No.
That would be.
Just
I
make sure you
mean
got
that I would have to post.
As
that.
long as somebody gets it on camera, it'll be worth it. But
Yeah.
if somebody missed it and I did all of that and I got played, it's not worth it. I at least need to go viral and get my followers because that's the name of the game. News.
Yes, it is. You got to get your followers up.
Mhm.
Scandalous.
I also just had a absolutely horrible day yesterday, and we're gonna try to make it better today. It started off in the morning, us missing the bus. Almost got arrested after we left here. I knew for a fact. Couldn't nobody in Boston tell me I wasn't getting arrested
Yo,
yesterday.
she was ready to go.
I had my hands out the window, cuffed me. I know what I did wrong. I even asked, why did you pull me over? I knew exactly why he pulled me over. Exactly. And I was distraught and belligerent because how dare he know why he was pulling me over?
Yes.
He just ended up giving me a ticket. Shout out to all the black cops outside.
This morning, as I drove by policemen, I was like, "Good morning, policemen." And I was like, I hope Daniela said good morning to the policemen as well.
I was driving today, and there was a police car in the back of me somewhere, and I pulled over so quick because I knew again I was getting arrested, but he wasn't coming after me. He turned swiftly. I said, "Oh, just in case." I just want to make it easy for you. I want no problems getting arrested. I was arrested without, what is it? Without incident. She came, she was compliant. They put her in the jail and she sat there and she didn't say a damn word. She didn't even ask for a phone call because I don't want nobody to come get me. Just leave me there.
I need a vacation.
Leave me there. Give me 3 square meals a day.
60 days in.
In a little cot. That's all I need. A blanket, please. It's cold. And I learned how to do jail because I watched Live's full 3 episode series of her problem. So I know all the things.
How do you do jail?
I know how to do jail.
I thought you were gonna say you watched Kai Cenat's what she called it.
Oh no. No. I'd rather watch the real thing. Okay.
You gotta watch 60 Days In. Yo, that's real stuff. Like
what is it like? If I'm volunteering to go to jail, can you do things to me?
Yeah, you're in the jail and they don't know. The people who are in jail don't know that you're doing the show.
So where do they put the cameras and stuff?
The cameras just be in there all over the place.
Ain't that a violation of my privacy?
I don't know. I guess maybe they should make it.
If I'm in jail, I didn't ask to be on a reality show. Why y'all filming me for this girl over here?
It's so scary too because the people who be in there because they, like they ain't got nothing to lose. The people who are like lifers or whatever, right? And they be like, "Are you on 60 Days In?" All up in the people's face, and the people be like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." It's like, yeah, you are. You are, and they be like threatening them and all kinds.
Oh God, that's terrible.
You gotta watch it. It's good.
But the day ends well, and we are here back for a new day, and it's going to be a long day. We're not going to be here Thursday or Friday.
No, we're not.
Yes, we're not going to be here Thursday or Friday. I had to go check in. This week. So make sure that you guys get all the fun you need out of us in the next 2 days. It's Black Friday. We got to go shopping. Or just lay down. Let's get into the show because we got a great guest coming up later. We got Ed Gaskin from Grove Hall Main Streets who's going to be talking to us about all those wonderful Black women that have lined the Blue Hill Ave down Grove Hall and all of their greatness that they have contributed to this wonderful city of Boston. Amen. So we'll talk to them a little bit later. It's time for Saucy and Friends in the Morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down. Pick it up and lift it back up and pick it down and pick it back down. There.
Pick it on
a bust down, Tati. But I understand this beat because it's lit.
Yeah, but
I don't get how Blueface has made it to stardom off of this one song that he butchered.
Yeah.
It is miraculous to me how in this day and age, you need absolutely zero talent to be able to make it as a superstar.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, and then he had this beat and Cardi B on the song.
Yes.
So
it's Cardi B's fault.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would blame her for because she tore it up per usual. Cardi. So that's where we at right now with it.
Where it's at.
Today is November 21st. It is approximately 9:33 in the a.m. It is a bright and early Tuesday. Today is going to be partly cloudy skies. This morning will become overcast during the afternoon. High 44 degrees and winds in the east-northeast.
When I woke up this morning, it was 26 degrees.
Really?
Yep.
That's what it was supposed to drop down last night to 21 degrees. Today in the car, it was 34. I noticed that yesterday it was 41. So I can literally see the temperature dropping. Nasty work that's happening here. Yeah. And it was definitely darkness at 4:45.
Darkness, ladies and gentlemen.
Darkness. Woman killed in a crash with armored police vehicle in Marshfield. Is that a whole story? It seemed like it's two. A woman was killed in a crash involving an armored police vehicle in Marshfield on Monday morning, authorities said. Officers responded to a section of Plain Street near Flagler and Old Plain Street, around 11 a.m. found a wrecked Subaru Forester in a roadway and a mine-resistant ambush protectant MARP vehicle parked out to the side of the crash. So it looked like a tank or something. What is it?
What is that?
What hit her? I don't know.
She was, and then she had a crash with what you can see back there, this large police vehicle, which is actually a military vehicle.
Oh.
The driver of the SUV was 79-year-old Michelle Freestone of Marshfield here. Her husband tells me the family is at a complete loss. Mangled metal was all that was left of this SUV after a crash with this Marshfield police military vehicle. Happened around 10:30 this morning on Plain Street at Lady Slipper Lane. Michelle Freestone was driving her Subaru Forester home from the grocery store. She was just feet away from her driveway.
Damn.
Investigators say she turned left in front of the military vehicle. The military vehicle is a mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle designed to protect soldiers from roadside IEDs. USMC is stamped on the vehicle's door. Local police departments do own excess or outdated military vehicles.
Why?
In this case, the district attorney's office says a Marshfield police officer was driving it. The officer was not heading to a call in it and was not hurt.
Jeez.
The district attorney's office says the investigation is ongoing. The Freestone family says they just don't know what to think about that.
Yeah.
Reporting live in Marshfield's Katie Brace for your local station, Boston 25 News.
What do I do with that information?
Whoa.
Why was there a tank on the road?
Yeah, and was speed a factor? Why did she
tank, right?
turn
it was
into it?
Basically a
Bigger than
tank.
a tank. I don't.
Why was it there? And you killed her. That is terrible. That is absolutely and unadulterated terrible. And I'm sorry to that woman and her family. Boston TV news reporter admonishes man for grabbing him from behind. What does that mean? What does he admonished him for? 7 reporter Grant Hermes shared a video this weekend of a man grabbing him.
Grant fine though.
Grabbing him from behind as he worked outside TD Garden with a reminder that his kind of behavior is never okay. I'm fine. My photographer is fine. But I want to be clear how not okay this is, he wrote in a caption on Instagram. At first, a woman can be seen behind Hermes, waving her arms and wooing in an attempt to get on camera. Then the man runs into the frame behind Hermes, flexes and shouts, "Yeah, boy!"
Oh, heck no. Grant went after him.
Grant was going to fight him. Grant was like, "You lucky I am being filmed."
Grant was like, "Oh, no, buddy. You don't grab me, sir."
Then the man runs into the frame behind Hermes, flexes and shouts, "Yeah, boy," before wrapping his arms around him, whereas Grant got crunk and tried to whoop his ass.
He got crunk.
Hermes can be heard saying, "Don't do that, dude," while he chases the man off. Maybe he didn't say F around and find out, but I thought that's what he should have said. The people you see on TV are at work, at a job where people make threats on us regularly. So we don't know when you yell at us, run into our live shots, or grab us. We don't know what you're there to do. He said he received support from other TV journalists and viewers alike in the comments on his post. So the next time you think about getting your 3 seconds of fame at a reporter expense, don't, because I will whoop your ass.
I wish somebody would recognize that person and report him, and they could file assault charges on him, because that's ridiculous. Why would you do that?
Because people be just drunk. I believe that alcohol is a factor. That's why I stopped drinking it, because I'm going to grab somebody around their neck too soon.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm going to do. MBTA conference room converted to overnight shelter. Ooh, afraid.
I didn't get it. What happened? For those that don't know,
she called my bluff. Scared of you. I'm tough, damn it. MBTA conference rooms converted to overnight shelter. Good, because they clearly not using them.
Nice.
$42 billion my behind.
Shit.
Families in need of emergency shelter will begin temporarily setting up in conference rooms in a state office building in Boston. An unusual development that the top House Democrat said points to the need for overflow shelter sites. More than a week after the Healy administration began placing shelter-seeking families on a wait list, officials announced Monday that they will use part of the MBTA's headquarters to temporarily house eligible families for whom no space is available.
Oh, wow.
In order to ensure that the family eligible for emergency assistance shelter have a safe and warm place to sleep at night, when there is not shelter unit immediately available, the administration is utilizing space at 10 Park Plaza as a temporary overnight facility. Second floor conference rooms in the State Transportation Building, the downtown Boston home of MBTA, and State Department of Transportation officers were converted into congregate shelter available to waitlisted families who need a place to stay overnight.
Oh, that's
let's
fancy
look at
accommodations.
this. Is in the volume?
That we're not sending families and children back out into the cold.
We hope that you will join us now for a moment of silence.
Homeless and shelter advocates held a candlelight vigil, calling on state lawmakers to fund an overflow shelter. The governor recently capped the number of families allowed into shelters at 7,500. Now, new arrivals are put on a wait list. As of Friday, 92 families were waiting, and only a lucky 25 got to come here.
Without these overflow spaces online and to scale, that families are staying in places like Logan Airport, South Station, hospital emergency room, in cars.
Faith and community leaders have started collaborating to fill the lack of rooms and beds.
People have been volunteering their homes for homestays, and people have been starting to volunteer church spaces.
We hope that lawmakers will be able to come to agreement to provide the funding that's necessary.
Now, the State House and Senate failed to
makes
come
sense.
to an agreement on funding that overflow site.
Wow.
And this shelter here is only temporary, only open at night and for about 2 weeks.
They failed to secure funding for the overflow site? How? What would have been the reason why they couldn't get it?
Dee Dee has a good question there. Like, why do they only have to stay in Boston? We have a whole state.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, how come we never hear stories of them being in a hole?
Yeah. What is your beef with Hull?
I don't know. I just
What
think
did
it's
Hull
a
do to you?
weird name. It's my favorite. Or what is the other one? I feel like I call it ass.
Scituate.
No, but all of them.
Oh,
You trying to-
hyannis.
Hyannis.
No, what do you call it?
Hyannis.
Hyannis is what you call
This
it.
is what I don't understand though. Why is it? You're right,
Yeah.
Edie. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of different towns that could house people.
Yeah.
Why are we only looking at? Why can't we cast a bigger net? Put them in Framingham.
Yeah.
Ain't there mad hotels and things in Framingham for
There
the
is
people?
right there on that Route 9.
It's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I agree.
There is a large storm ahead of Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.
The chilly weather will continue today. Brace for wake up teens and 20s. We talked about that early.
Teens and what?
Teens and 20s.
We might not be able to come here tomorrow.
We'll be on a weather alert Tuesday night and Wednesday for rain, wind, and snow. Precipitation is set to arrive late Tuesday evening between 8 to 10 p.m. Although Boston and Eastern Mass will simply see rain, snow will initially fall far inland and at elevations with minor accumulations overnight. So if you live inland, I don't know where inland is, but
Away
if
from
you,
the water. Further
ain't
in.
we in the, are we inland? Where we at?
Like, I don't know. I think we're like semi-inland
Little
because we
bit.
are close to the water still.
Yeah. The places that inland will snow in will accumulate to about 1 to 3 inches in northern Worcester hills and about 3 to 6 in the Berkshires.
Mhm.
So maybe it's not a good time to go out there unless you're dreaming of a white Thanksgiving.
Oh.
The story that I wanted to tell you guys that I was trying to figure out yesterday, about the girl that was shot in McDonald's.
Yep.
You had sent this story, Miss Tony.
Yeah.
So a woman was shot in McDonald's. I don't know why.
Warren
Boston.
Street.
In Warren Street, she was shot 2 times.
Mhm.
They don't know why she was shot.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I think the story said that they were responding to another shooting that happened over there, and then the shooting. I think this shooting happened while the police were responding to the other shooting.
Wait, what?
This shooting, the girl, she was shot in the McDonald's drive-thru, right?
Yeah.
And I think they were responding to another shooting when this one occurred at the same
shooting
time.
in McDonald's. Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Because this how it was McDonald's employee to face murder charges after shoot. Ooh, that was a month ago.
Damn.
There's not even a real story. There's no news on that. There's no actual news on that, which is interesting.
And that story came from Live Boston, right?
Yeah.
So
So why wouldn't they have a news story on that? Who was she? Why was she shot? And why wasn't that news? But y'all put on the news foolishness all the time. Under investigation. A woman was shot at McDonald's under investigation, but there's not even no news about this one?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Middleborough school counselor charged with assaulting a 10-year-old. What'd he do?
What kind of assault?
This is always the kind. A school counselor at Middleborough, Massachusetts, is facing multiple charges after he allegedly struck a 10-year-old student across the face following an argument on Friday.
Well, damn.
Middleborough police said Stephen Adamek, 50, of Attleboro, is charged with assault and battery on a child with injury, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, threat to commit crime, solicitation of a crime, and assault and battery on a person with an intellectual disability.
Well, damn.
They said that they received a call around 3:43 p.m. Friday from Reed's Collaborative on Bedford Street, stating that an employee had assaulted a student. Reed's Collaborative provides therapeutic services for students with a wide range of challenges and is not part of the Middleborough public school system. Oh, wow.
Them kids was a person.
Man, I tell you. Through their initial investigation, police said they learned that Adamek, an adjustment counselor, had struck a 10-year-old student in the face during an argument. The counselor allegedly dragged the student by the arm and pushed him into a door while escorting him out of a classroom, and then used his left hand to strike the student across the face. That's terrible. You shouldn't do that at the school.
Well, he didn't want to talk to us. His name is Stephen Adamek, and he is facing some serious charges. 3 of them felony charges, which include assault on a child with injury and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. And like I said, we tried to talk to him as he came out of the courtroom today, and he did not say one word to us. What happened? This is Steve Adamek, a former school counselor at Reed Collaborative in Middleborough. Do you have anything to say? And despite our attempts to hear his side of the story, what did the kid say to you? He drove off without a word.
No special needs teacher should be putting their hands on a child.
Michelle Melander is the mother of the 10-year-old that Adamek allegedly assaulted. She says this year has been particularly difficult for her son after his father died last December.
I'm very, very heartbroken to hear that something like this can occur to a disabled child.
Stephen Adamek. Today, she sat in court where painful details of the assault on her son were revealed.
I'm lost. I'm lost at words. I don't want to believe it.
According to a witness statement, Adamek engaged in a verbal dispute with a 10-year-old boy in the school hallway, which resulted in the counselor picking up the student by the arm and dragging him out of the door.
He pivoted into the doorway in a way that caused the victim's face to hit the first bar of the door.
Did you apologize for hitting him in the face? Another witness inside says she saw Adamek pull the student into another room where he allegedly hit the boy in the face.
The defendant then slapped the victim across the face with the left hand, stating, "I'm not the one, I'll kill you."
Did you say you were going to kill him? Those heartbreaking details left the student's mother in tears.
It's just heartbreaking that a special needs teacher can assault a child with special needs. My son is severely autistic.
What's wrong with her teeth?
Yeah. That's terrible. That is terrible.
You can't do that. I understand that these kids, really, really test you sometimes. And you might have to, juck them up a little bit. But
yeah,
you can't tell them you're going to kill them and strike them across the face.
There's certain things that you just got to not do.
Yeah,
like no matter how you feel. Like yesterday, I was stressed out. My son came home stressed out. He was wilding out. I felt like I handled it pretty well because I spoke to him in a low voice the whole time. Because I knew that if I had opened my mouth good, we would have tussled. So we would have broken out in fisticuffs. Yeah. So, in those situations, I wouldn't even sign up to work at a facility like that if I couldn't handle it.
That's exactly what Luanda just said. it's difficult to work with these kids with mental disabilities. If you can't handle it, it's not the job
Yeah,
for you.
it takes a very, very special kind of person.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like he doesn't even look remorseful. He looked like I told that kid I would F him.
Yeah.
That's F around and find out.
He said I told him I would kill him, and he tried to find out.
I tell you, boy, I tell you.
My hat goes off to teachers every day because I couldn't. I'm. It's not the job for me. I know that.
If you block somebody, can they tell that they blocked through a text message? No, right?
I think it just does. It says that it doesn't get delivered.
Who you blocking?
Boy, I've been on a blocking spree.
Oh
yeah. It's constantly. It is constantly texting. I just don't understand. They're all personalized too, so that's crazy. Shay said, I used to work with a kid with autism. That man needs to go to hell. Yeah. You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
DJ Live seems like the type of person who could work with these kids.
She wouldn't take them seriously.
Yeah, and so
just laugh at them.
It's not me.
It's
I'm not
nice,
that.
yeah.
I'm not the one.
Lunch breaks are on a decline. What? That's because people ain't telling y'all when they taking lunch because they at home. They eating all day.
Exactly.
Every time is lunchtime. Lunch breaks are on the decline according to second annual lunch report. Reporters illustrate why skipping lunch is bad for business and how employers can use lunch breaks to motivate teams. Despite the surge in trends like bare minimum Mondays and the 4-day work week, more people are working through lunch, according to new data released today from Easy Cater, the most trusted provider of corporate food solutions. The company's second annual lunch report found that workers are 40% more likely to say they never take a lunch break than they were just a year ago. But while workers are taking a fewer lunch breaks, the positive impact of a lunch break has increased. 48% of respondents say that they are less burnt out when they have a lunch break, and 26% increase year over year. Well, effing duh.
What you mean you don't take a lunch break? I go to work to take lunch breaks.
I think about lunch break on the way to work. Like, I don't understand. Clearly, if you take a lunch break, you'll feel better because you're eating lunch. If you're not eating lunch and you're sitting there with no energy and drained while sitting in front of your computer typing away at the man's job, of course you're going to be more depressed. Of course.
Burnt out and terrible.
I don't know what y'all be doing all these studies for. For
you
what?
Didn't do no study. I could have told you that.
I don't take a lunch. I just keep a fresh charcuterie board on my desk daily.
You bring a whole charcuterie
Vicky,
to your
that
job.
is lunch. That's lunch.
You lunch all day.
You lunch all day.
Yeah.
You are taking a lunch. First of all, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to take a break from your job and take your lunch, not chew on it all day.
Yeah.
But I get
why
it.
you have a charcuterie board?
A charcuterie board. She probably make an infused charcuterie board.
Oh, she said it gets delivered.
Oh, wow.
I love a charcuterie board, though. I love it. Sometimes I get a little slice of deli turkey with some cheddar cheese.
No, they don't never have no deli turkey, so you stop lying.
I make my own charcuterie board. So I get deli turkey. I get those Toll House multigrain crackers, some white cheddar cheese, some bread and butter pickles.
Okay.
And then some grapes. And a little smear of vegetable cream cheese.
Oh,
that's a nice lunch. I love it.
That's a nice charcuterie.
I'm gonna have it today.
You got to learn how to charcuterie by numbers. I'm gonna give you the.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna eat it.
I just put it down.
Look pretty.
But my question about charcuterie boards, and Vicky, maybe you can answer this, is how come they never put turkey?
You can't. You have to customize your charcuterie board because turkey is not a.
It's too dry. It's not. Yeah, it's too.
No, the turkey, the deli meat turkey be wet.
Ew.
It don't be wet, but it be
moist.
Yeah, you don't want no.
But what's the difference between a piece of bologna and a turkey?
Well, they don't use bologna on charcuterie boards either.
I seen no bologna.
No, it's salami, prosciutto, things like that.
How come they don't got no beef?
But if that's what you want, you gotta tell them that's what you want.
I can't go to an event that got charcuterie board and be like, I want turkey.
Right. Well, you can't do that. No.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna go. I've never enlisted a charcuterie board, so I know that if I did it, I would ask. But if I'm going to a place and they got, white people love to charcuterie the hell out of you at an event.
And it's like, I want chicken.
Yes.
Well, don't give me no Lunchable.
They gonna give you a glass of champagne train and a charcuterie
There we
board.
go.
Yep.
Turkey is not a cured meat.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Oh.
You need a cured meat.
I need cured. And what does cured mean?
Smoked.
Smoked, yeah.
They got smoked turkey.
They do have smoked turkey. They do.
I'm gonna ask. Let me take a text right now. Let me ask Jasmine right now.
I feel like smoked turkey is dry. Is it dry?
Smoked turkey? I mean, no, it's got the smoke flavor. It's not actually, maybe it is smoked. It just has more of the smoky flavor than a dry texture.
One more question about charcuterie board before I get off this. Where do you get the little chopped turkeys from? You know, the little square the little turkey in a little square turkey. It's a hunk of turkey that you can kind of chop like the cheese almost.
When you go to the deli, you ask them to cut it that thick.
Oh, and make little chunks.
Yeah.
How much pound you got to get it at?
You can get a pound. Just have it thick cut, and then they'll make it in like 2 thick slices instead of like the thin slices.
No, I don't want slices. I want them in a circle like the little
like
the
Lunchables?
cheese. You know when you do the cheese, when you go to a charcuterie board and they got the little square cheese.
Yeah, so you get a thick slice of turkey meat, or you do a turkey breast and then slice it like that and cut it into chunks. Like when you go to Lambert's and they have the turkey chunks on the Yeah, so you it's just turkey breast chopped into chunks.
I was thinking too hard. I was like, you must get a square turkey somewhere around and you cut it.
I thought you were talking about Spam.
Spam.
Wow.
They put Spam on charcuterie?
I don't know, but I don't like Spam. My friend told me the other day that he eats Spam, and I was like, why?
How do you eat Spam?
I don't know, but in Hawaii, Spam is like
yeah, because you're supposed to eat it with a little onion and a mustard or something like that, and some Swiss chard. Anyhow, this is all the lunch break story. And and then when you don't use your blinker in Boston,
look at this fight that occurred.
This was a fight that happened right on Columbia Road. This is right down the road from me. I used to have a billboard right there. This was right in front of a Comfort Kitchen.
Yep, right across from Comfort
Kitchen. In front of Comfort Kitchen. These people had a little squabble. Tussling in the middle of the thing. If you're on the radio, it's really just 2 people in the street fighting each other.
So there was a car accident. They got into a car accident and then got out and started fighting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was raining that day.
Yep.
And they have in the middle of the whole Columbia Road. They are in the middle of Columbia Road and they are getting it. Golly.
Thank you, Uncle Grandpa, for this.
Is it 2 women, 2 men? What is it?
It's 2
Oh, they are effing each other up.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you. Sometimes I feel like I want to do that.
But like what?
Wow.
Did y'all exchange papers?
Oh, look at that little rollover. Oh, but she couldn't handle it. She couldn't stay on top.
But look at this. Look at the flip that happens though.
Yes. Oh my. They are fighting. That is fighting.
Fighting words.
They have a problem with each other.
Yeah.
They are not happy.
But did they exchange paperwork before they got into all that foolishness?
They're gonna exchange it now in jail.
Y'all just came out the car swinging like that. Like what? What is wrong?
That is
with
anger management issues. That is no emotional intelligence. You got to get the papers first.
Wow.
There's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be right back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston Seaport neighborhood has transformed into the Snowport, a fantastical winter wonderland for good times, including gifts, games, art, food, and special events. The holiday market is open 7 days a week through December 31st, where you can shop at 100 plus retail stores and enjoy a meal at one of the delicious restaurants. Follow at Seaport Boston and visit bostonseaport.xyz/snowport for more information.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hey there. Are you ready to dive into the heart of Hood Life? A brand that's all about unity, empowerment, and style. Hood Life was born from the negativity associated with hoodies, specifically in our Black and brown communities, and we want to change that. Visit us today and make a purchase of a sweatsuit or hoodie, and we've got a special treat for you. To show a token of our appreciation for your support, use Spark FM code at checkout and receive a free bucket hat or t-shirt. That's right, absolutely free. Don't forget to visit hoodlifeshop.com. HOODLYFESHOP.com.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Chick a man be ballin', deep chick pigeon toes, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Call me anytime you want.
Good morning. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Miss Tony, what you got for us today? It's time for our
The things. I got a few little political updates for you. Biden campaign warns that a second Trump presidency could mean gun violence gets worse. What do you think about that? It's not a link. What happened? What did I do here?
What do you mean it will get worse? How
He's
worse
saying
can
that
it
gun
get?
violence will get worse if Trump becomes president. And I believe him because Trump is horrible. He's a horrible man. Where did I get that story from? It's not a link. That's crazy. Another update. Trump expands the lead over Biden in the 2024 matchup. So Trump is in the lead over Biden. And then Fox News announced a debate between DeSantis and Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is running for president?
No.
Oh. So there's a debate. Fox announces details of the DeSantis-Newsom debate. Fox News has announced details of its planned debate between Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom and Republican Florida Governor Ron DeSantis later this month. The event, which the network is billing as DeSantis versus Newsom, the Great Red versus Blue State debate, will take place at 9 p.m. on November 30th and span 90 minutes. Moderated by leading primetime pundit Sean Hannity, the debate will be presented live from Alpharetta, Georgia, but will not feature an audience in attendance. The goal of the event is to examine the vastly different approaches the two governors have and offer insights into their political philosophies as well as ambitions for the nation.
I wonder why Gavin is not running for president.
I think this is very interesting that they're doing this, and I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
What are the governors are?
It's just red state versus blue state and how they handle things.
Oh, nice.
And they're debating that. I love that. Yeah, I think
makes
that's really
sense.
cool.
And he's not actually running for president.
No, he's not. So the subjects are going to include the economy, the border, immigration, crime, and inflation. The lack of an audience in attendance will allow the governors equal opportunity to respond and address each issue. DeSantis is a candidate for the Republican nomination for president, but he trails far behind former President Trump in most national polls. Newsom, meanwhile, has seen his political profile rise quickly, but has ruled out a bid to challenge President Biden for the Democratic Party's nomination in 2024. The two governors initially agreed to a debate moderated by Hannity and broadcast on Fox earlier this fall.
That's going to be great. That's going to be. I want to watch that.
Yeah. The Supreme Court has rejected an appeal of former officer convicted of killing George Floyd. So Derek Chauvin, sure enough, filed an appeal. If I was him, I wouldn't file an appeal. I'd just sit there.
He should continue to file appeal after appeal after appeal. He don't got a goddamn other thing to do but to file an appeal. He's not going anywhere. He's bored.
Yeah.
If I was in jail for the next 35 years of my life, I too would file all of the appeals every day.
The Supreme Court on Monday rejected former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin's appeal of his conviction for second-degree murder in the killing of George Floyd. The justices did not comment in leaving in place state court rulings affirming Chauvin's conviction and 22.5-year sentence. Chauvin's lawyers argued that their client was denied a fair trial in 2021 because of pre-trial publicity and concerns for violence in the event of the acquittal. I watched the entire trial. He was given a fair trial.
He was giving an extremely fair trial. His lawyers sucked.
It was fair AF. His lawyers were awful.
But they did their job.
They did
their job.
Yeah.
We saw you do it.
The prosecutors was lit.
Mm-hmm.
They was lit.
They was on top of it.
Lit. So we all know the story of George Floyd. He was killed on May 20th, 25th, after he tried to pass a counterfeit $20 bill. Was that true? That was okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was true. No. Chauvin is separately appealing his conviction on federal civil rights charges. So that was a criminal case that he's appealing. He's also appealing on civil rights charges. Sit down, George Chauvin. What's his name? Mark? Who cares?
He's in jail. He's a murderer.
Elon Musk X-Corp sues Media Matters over report of pro-Nazi content. So Elon Musk X-Corp, formerly known as Twitter, accused Media Matters for America in a lawsuit of maliciously trying to drive away advertisers from the social media platform by reporting that ads for Apple Inc., International Business Machines Corp., and Oracle Corp. Were running next to pro-Nazi content. Media Matters designed both these images and its resulting media strategy to drive advertisers from the platform and destroy X-Corp, the company said in a complaint filed Monday in federal court in Fort Worth, Texas. The report by the liberal watchdog group followed a flurry of anti-Semitic and other hate speech on X, some of which Musk himself promoted, eliciting outrage and alienating advertisers. Apple and Walt Disney Company have suspended or halted ad spending on the platform. Wow, that's huge.
As they should.
That's huge. Yeah. Apple and Walt Disney?
Yeah.
Jeez.
As they should. Everybody, I don't understand. X or Twitter, whatever it is still clearly popping.
Mm-hmm.
The other day he did say though he was gonna start charging people $1 or something like that to use the platform.
Yep.
The day I get an invoice is for $1 is the day that I am officially done.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for a damn thing on a free social media app.
How's Threads going? We haven't heard much about that since its onset. Are people still utilizing that?
People still use it. People that are heavy into social media have kind of have just adopted that into their social media strategy to make sure that they're consistent over there too. But I think for the most part, X is still where it's at.
Yeah. I think Meta, the parent company, has done a good job of integrating like Instagram, Threads and Facebook. I see Threads come up on my Facebook in my Facebook newsfeed and also on my Instagram newsfeed. The little I like that.
Yeah,
thing,
me too.
Whatever that is.
It's pretty
cute. So that's I mean, eventually, if X keeps up all this foolishness, that's what's going to happen. Is everybody's going to end
I think
up
that
over
I feel like we should just leave it collectively. Like everybody decide on December 23rd, we are going to leave X and go on to Threads or something like that. I don't feel like I want to that other one to have any money either or nothing. I don't.
Who? Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Puff Daddy, all of these people. Except if he give me, if he want to invest in Spark FM via Revolt
and Kanye West.
But
you know what, though? Let me tell you something. On Sunday, when we were at the hair show, we bumped into Sean John. That's his name, right?
Sean John, yeah.
Yes. And he smelled so good. And we were like, what are you wearing? And he was wearing Kanye West.
Oh, is that what he said?
He said it. He's like, it's Kanye West. It smelled so good. And I'm going to get some for you.
For you.
For you. Smelled really, really good. The NYPD is spending $390 million on a new encrypted radio system.
Why?
I don't know, but get Spark up in there. They're going to be reversing a near-century-old practice of allowing the public and the press to listen to police dispatches. Police radio channels, which have been public since 1932, will be fully encrypted by December of 2024. NYPD Chief of Information Technology Ruben Beltran said in a city council hearing on Monday, "Bad actors have used our radios against us," Beltran said. New Yorkers have fled police officers by listening into the NYPD
better just
radio
use
channels.
WhatsApp and cut it out. Just call each other on WhatsApp and play the radio through there. It's encrypted. I read the report.
Me too. Others, he said, had broken into the police radio system to disrupt communications with music or their own voice. So he was saying people have been able to run away from crimes because they listen to this.
I mean, okay. I mean, if you're going to let me listen to it, I know you after me.
Right. And ambulance chaser attorneys and tow truck companies have followed the airwaves to make money off of medical emergencies. We have to stop giving the bad guys our game plan, Beltran said. Critics of the plan said that losing public access to airwaves means losing accountability for police. Many news reporters and photojournalists use police radios to chase breaking news and hold police officers accountable. Oh, New York is like, we don't want y'all to know what we doing. That's crazy.
I think it's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
I feel like if I would listen to the radio. I think I'm an ambulance chaser.
I know people who have police scanners that we know. I mean, Stockos, that's what they do, right?
Yep.
They listen to the scanner and they know what's going on ahead of time. And I think that that's good information for people to have. I mean, I understand how criminals would use it to their advantage or people who are just disruptive. But I think we should be able to listen to that. I think that should be public knowledge. Furthermore, what is this bad actors term that it's being used all the time?
What do you mean bad actors?
Because that's what I see that all the time. Bad actors. Can you look up that term and see what that means? I see it. I mean, I know what it means in context.
In context to what?
So he said bad actors have been using our radio.
Plural, bad actors, a person, group, county, etc., who purposely and usually repeatedly engage in very bad behavior.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you call them bad actors? It's weird. I don't know. President Biden spent his birthday pardoning the Thanksgiving turkeys. That's always fun to watch. With jokes about his age. With jokes about his age. Why does this big advertisement come down the middle of the story? I can't even hear. Turkeys Liberty and Bell have a new appreciation for the phrase, "Let freedom ring."
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving birds played their part on Monday in annual White House tradition that this year coincided with President Joe Biden's 81st birthday. A president issuing a pardon and sparing them from becoming someone's holiday dinner.
Are they eligible to be someone's holiday dinner?
Not now. Not this year.
But before that, so
Yeah.
is that nice for the president to take food off of people's plates?
I mean, well, it's a tradition that's been happening.
I get it, but
all
is
the
that
time.
nice?
I mean, speaking of turkeys, ADSL has 3 packages of turkeys and fixings to give away today on our show. Call us up if you would like a turkey package, turkey and the fixings, 617-272-3387. That is 617-272-3387. Yeah. Okay.
And that's how many turkeys?
3 turkeys.
Only
3
call
packages.
here if you need a turkey, because I know that y'all was out all weekend and every single turkey drive that there was out here getting all the turkeys, and y'all don't got nothing to do with all of them. Y'all got 6 turkeys in the freezer.
Exactly. I
Put
gotta
it
go get my
back.
turkey. I got a turkey
Where'd you get a turkey from?
ADSL. I got a turkey from ADSL. First, Biden, the oldest president in U.S. history, wanted to make light of his age. He said, by the way, it's my birthday today. The president said, adding that guests in the Oval Office saying happy birthday to him before the event. I just want you to know it's difficult turning 60. Difficult. All right. That's what he said.
Ay.
A 2-year-old is dead and 8 people are missing after their migrant boat capsized off the coast of Italy. Off Italy's Lampedusa. A small boat crammed with migrants has capsized off the southern Italian island of Lampedusa, killing a 2-year-old girl and leaving at least 8 people missing. The Italian Coast Guard and fishermen who were in the area when the boat hit rocks before capsizing on Monday evening saved 43 other people. Most of the people rescued were from the Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, and Mali. Survivors told rescuers that at least 8 people who were aboard are missing, including 2 children. Meanwhile, a fishing boat with 400 migrants on board disembarked at the commercial port of Lampedusa after being escorted by the local Coast Guard. I actually saw a story too that in India, some mine workers have been trapped in a mine for like 9 days, and they're working to get them out of there too. That's international news for you.
That is always scary to me, mine workers, because I just feel like anything can happen and it encloses.
Did you ever watch that movie with the miners that got locked down in Chile?
Terrible.
That was it was a good movie, but it was
I don't think I watched
terrible.
the whole movie, but I just seen little clippage of it. Nope, ain't for me.
Oh, wow. Canned seafood moves beyond tuna sandwiches in a pandemic trend that stuck. Sardines swirling in preserved lemons, mackerel basking in curry sauce, and charred grilled squid bathing in ink. All are culinary delicacies long popular in Europe that are now making their mark on the U.S. menus. The country's canned seafood industry is moving well beyond tuna sandwiches, a pandemic-era trend that began with Americans in lockdown demanding more of their cupboard staples. Since then, the U.S. market has only expanded, fueled by social media influence, touting the benefits of high-powered protein food in a brightly colored metal containers. And that ain't nothing because West Indians been frying up sardines for years.
What they eat them with?
Crackers.
Oh.
Or hard-dough bread. Right?
I don't know.
Do you eat sardines?
No.
I've never had a sardine.
Really?
But look at this sardine. This is a whole sardine charcuterie that they have right here. That is cute. Look at that. Look at that.
Are you supposed to cook sardines?
You can cook sardines or you can eat them right out of the can like that.
No bones?
They don't have no bones? I think the bones are edible.
What is can you curry sardine?
Yes. Curry sardine all the time.
Sardines. Cooking sardines.
Sardine.
Roasted sardines with a garlic and herb crust. You can have a grilled sardine with lemon, garlic, and paprika. Italian crusted sardines as well.
Oh.
I wonder what they taste. I'm curious, but I'm not curious. You know?
It tastes like fish.
Like what? Like a snapper?
No, like a little, remember? Oh, you don't remember. When you used to go to get like fisherman's platters from some of these places, they always give you smelt. Smelt. It's SMELT. They're little small fishes that they kind of fry up or whatever. And I suppose that sardines taste like that. I remember Grandma used to make cooked sardines for Daddy all the time when she used to be making. Remember, she used to do like 3 different meals a day for all of her sons.
She did.
So she used to make sardines for Daddy all the time. This look good. She fried up a little tomato and onion and green pepper. It was nice. Porn star Ron Jeremy is to be released.
First of all, wasn't Ron Jeremy not doing well?
He's not, and that's why he's going to be released.
To where?
To home residence. Porn star Ron Jeremy to be released to private residence amid rape case deteriorating health. A report says Ron Jeremy, the former porn star accused of sexually assaulting multiple women, will be released from jail to a private residence as his health worsens nearly a year after he was formally declared incompetent to stand trial. This is the thing. As a porn star, aren't you paid to sexually assault people?
No, you're paid to sexually consult. with people.
Sexually consult with people. That's not him.
I'm trying to find. Look
how he look. He look like Santa Claus.
I was trying to find a young picture of Ron, and he ain't never looked.
He's always looked greasy and nasty.
Look at it. This is like the youngest one that I found, and he looks like he could slightly be a woman.
They said that he had a dong on him, though.
Did he?
That's what they said. They said wrong.
Really?
So a California judge granted the 70-year-old's request to be placed in private residence to receive round-the-clock medical care after no medical facility will take him, according to an email. The Friday ruling comes after Los Angeles County Deputy District Attorney Paul Thompson shared the email with Jeremy's victims, explaining that his medical condition has deteriorated to the point that he is essentially bedridden. Thompson expressed dismay over the final stage of the case to Jeremy's accusers, saying the ruling is beyond his control. I feel very badly that this is where we are, but it is beyond our control. His mental and physical condition deteriorated rapidly, and we are left with no other options, he wrote. I'm sorry that we couldn't get complete justice for you in court. If you were a victim of his, how would you do? How would you know? You don't know how the victims would feel. But for this old man at this point, it's just like, let him.
I'm reading what. No. If he did it, then he's got to go to jail and he could get his hospice in jail.
Yeah.
If he did not and there's no evidence, then okay, put him at home.
Yeah.
I'm reading a story back from 2013. Ron Jeremy and his penis in critical condition.
Oh,
this is the headline. He has a 9-inch penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are just fun facts for today. All right, moving on.
Thank you very much. There's a wild video that shows Marines brawling with civilians in the Austin, Texas street. This video is crazy. A group of Marines traded punches with civilians in Austin, Texas entertainment district in a wild caught-on-camera street brawl witnessed by dozens of revelers. The video, apparently captured Sunday night, showed the melee breakout after a young woman appeared to grab a phone from a Marine and toss it away during a verbal confrontation on 6. One young man in the white hood then lunges towards a Marine before he's stopped by others, all wearing their dress uniforms. For a few seconds, several Marines jaw back and forth with the young man and with a couple of his friends, with a little shoving involved, before the man in the white hoodie appears to throw the first punch. Chaos ensues as at least a couple of fights between different groups erupt. One civilian in jeans and a t-shirt lands a couple punches to the face of one of the Marines, who then connects one of his punches to the man's jaw, causing him to stumble backward, the video showed. This video is crazy. They's brawling.
He punched him several times in the mouth.
God, and then the Marines are so dressed up.
Some viewers question what took the cops so long to step in. Most commentators praise the Marines. Never, ever F with a group of Marines. Where did these 50 cops instantly swarm in from? What an absolutely disgusting city to require. Marines taking care of business. Semper
Fi.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Marines.
Yeah.
Y'all went through all of that damn training in the first place. Y'all should have whooped them people's ass one time.
That was that. And then this last story, which is crazy. A video shows the moment a rapper allegedly fatally shoots her manager near Wynwood Walls.
Her manager.
So you got to see the video. So they obtained surveillance video, and this video here is very, very clear.
Disclaimer in case you were squeamish.
Yes, trigger warning. The rapper, her name is Kivani, and she's out of Florida. She allegedly shooting and killing a man in front of the Woodwood Walls apartment. So the video starts off, they started off the video showing you where she's shooting. But what happens is she's in a car with him. Her and him are in a white car. She gets out of the car, he gets out of the car, and all of a sudden you see him start beating on her. And then someone gets out of the back seat, another man gets out of the back seat, and they're both beating on her and beating on her and beating on her. She starts to walk away, and as she walks away, she reaches into her bag, pulls out a gun, and starts firing. And she chased him into the street, firing. Firing. And then she...
Wait, girl, we out here. They fighting in the streets
right
right now.
I'm watching the wrong video.
Yeah, this is when she walks away from them. Now explain it.
Now
she comes out with a gun.
She turns around and she starts shooting. So that's her manager there. So she's shooting. She shoots him and kills him. You see him drop there in the street.
Yeah.
And then the other guy
he ran over her.
The other guy gets into the car and runs over her with the car and drives off. She was okay. She got up and walked away. So she killed the manager. She's now standing trial. A lot of people are like, that was self-defense because they were jumping her. But she is now in jail on charges of killing her.
So what are they saying? That's not self-defense. She was definitely getting her behind beat by those two men.
Yep. I'm trying to find an actual story. So it says, shocking new video shows the moment police say an aspiring rapper fatally gunned down her manager last week in Wynwood. The video, obtained exclusively by this news station, shows a woman who police identified as Cavani Camilla Hicks. She goes by, her rap name is Cavani, fatally shooting the man back on October 9th. Hicks, 27, is facing a second-degree murder charge in the fatal shooting. She's a rapper known as Cavani and also lists herself as the CEO of Pretty Thug Music. The video shows Hicks and another man arguing next to a white car before things get physical. Two men are seen on top of her, pinning her down until she's able to get up and walk away. The video then shows her reaching into a bag, pulling out a handgun, and opening fire multiple times. The victim is seen running and collapsing into the roadway as Hicks approaches and continues to shoot at him. Hicks is then struck by the white sedan as the driver appears to run over her and flee the scene. According to an arrest report, Miami police officers responded to shot spotter alert in the 2400 block of Northwest 2nd Ave near Wynwood Walls and found the man who had been shot multiple times lying on the ground and Hicks with blunt force trauma injuries nearby. The man, whose identity wasn't released, died from his injuries. Hicks was also hospitalized because before she was released and interviewed by police. In her police interview, Hicks told detectives she'd been involved in a verbal dispute with her manager, was quickly escalated and turned physical, the report said. Hicks said she opened fire when she was in fear for her life, the report said. She was arrested and booked into jail. She's expected to be released soon on a $50,000 bond plus house arrest.
Maybe because she was chasing after them when he was running away from her. That's probably why. Because
she shot him in the back.
Yeah, and then you shot him when he was on the floor. Yeah, so she went back.
Yeah.
She got her gun and came back towards them.
Well, she had her gun in her purse, but they had already knocked her to the ground and all of that. So when she stood up
and walked away, she came back with the gun.
Yeah.
And that's when it became a little bit different. You planned to shoot them.
It says in bond court last month, her public defender called it a clear case of self-defense.
I don't know if it's clear, but I think it's self-defense.
Yeah.
But I don't think according to the law, that is self-defense.
Clear cut. I don't know if it's clear cut self-defense.
Yeah.
Definitely self-defense. So yeah, that's the national news.
All
right. We'll go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments with our entertainment news.
We were supposed to have an interview today.
We sure was.
No.
Okay.
Did they?
All right. Okay.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com. Ready for the crookedest concert of the year. Yamba Market and Spark FM presents the Crunk Fest Tour, featuring the new king of crunk, Tues. Performing hit songs, Crunk ain't dead. Just say that, GTD. I ain't worried about it. Also performing live, Shay Man, Brandy Blaze, White Track, and Use. Hosted by Washam Music by DJ Sticks, Rockstone Triz, and DJ Live at the Middle East 480 Mass Avenue, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Doors open at 8 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. 21 and up, event. Get your tickets now at www.eastoffers.com.
Hey, it's the Crunk Star, Tues, man. Also the king of crunk. November 25th, we'll be in Cambridge, Massachusetts, man, performing live at the Middle East. And it's the Crunkest College Tour.
Hey, are you ready to dive into the heart of hood life? a brand that's all about unity, empowerment, and style. Hood Life was born from the negativity associated with hoodies, specifically in our black and brown communities, and we want to change that. Visit us today and make a purchase of a sweatsuit or hoodie, and we've got a special treat for you. To show a token of our appreciation for your support, use Spark FM code at checkout and receive a free bucket hat or t-shirt. That's right, absolutely free. Don't forget to visit hoodlifeshop.com. HOODLYFESHOP.com.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music, Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits. From reggae, soca,
I don't give up.
hip hop,
Young got no money back calling me splurge. Watch me jump right out the curb. Make the spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third.
R&B,
I search that 5 for you. I do that 3 times again. I testify for you. I saw that
Afro beats,
When you see it, come give me that. Chop up on my body like Aliman. That's when you feel like.
and much more. Spark FM. Urban Caribbean music for Boston and around the world at sparkfmonline.com.
everybody stand up, jam now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Yeah. I want you to see you when you come here, baby. Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
What song you singing?
You know what I'm singing. That song that we all know. You know that very same song that we singing.
That one.
That same one. We are back. We are back. We don't know where our guest is today, but however, that is fine and dandy because we've got a lot more going on for you guys today. With that said, let's get into our entertainment. Don't say where it is. Oh, ASAP Rocky new video captures sound of alleged shooting. Oh, we got the sounds now.
Oh no, we got the receipt sound.
Pow, 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 pow. Mr. News, I know what the sound of a shooting sound like. It doesn't make me think that it was him if it's not him. You know, I know what the sounds. A judge ruled on Monday that ASAP Rocky must proceed to trial on 2 felony drug charges, 2 felony assault charges linked to his alleged shooting of former friend ASAP Relly on a California curbside 2 years ago. The judge said prosecutors only had to present a scintilla of evidence to convince the court their probable cause. He believed that Praise the Lord rapper opened fire on the corner of Selma Ave and Vista Del Mar Ave in Los Angeles on November 6th of 2021. She made her decision after prosecutors unveiled new video Monday linked to the alleged altercation. Now, I have been able to review the footage and the evidence presented towards me, and I don't know. Don't really say nothing to me.
What you mean?
They just say they're seeing a gun in his hand.
That's it.
That's it. They see the tussle. They see ASAP Rocky talking to somebody. They get into an altercation right in this bridge here. They go off screen. When they come back, ASAP Rocky has something. ASAP Rocky is the one in the black hoodie. He's one right there in the black hoodie. He's got a couple of friends with him. He seems very angry. There goes the knife. You see the gun. You see it right there in his hand?
Oh, yes.
That's the gun in his hand that they're saying that he definitely had a gun that day. And if the gun that he had matches the stangs that he had, it could be that ASAP Rocky did what he did. The court agrees with the defense that you don't see an actual shooting on the video. So you never see the actual shooting. Later in another section of the video, you do hear 2 shots. The judge said she further agreed with prosecutors that tempers were heightened on both sides during the incident. In addition to the video, the judge said she considered the extensive testimony by Relly, born Terrell Ephron, regarding the alleged shooting and his belief he was grazed by a bullet on his left hand. In any event, Mr. Ephron does what appears to be a dance around the other individuals to avoid being shot. His testimony is that he was shot. My question is, was he really only shot and he was grazed by a bullet in his hand?
He was grazed by a bullet in his hand. That's what all of this is about?
I thought he died. He didn't die?
No.
He was grazed by a bullet in his hand?
We have been reporting on this story.
I know, but I never heard that he was just as simple as, well, I can't say that because Megan Thee Stallion was shot but a ricochet. So you got to believe men and women. The boyfriend of Rihanna, who shares 2 children with the superstar singer, sat quietly at a defense table for 2 days. Hearing that started November 8th. He was ordered back in court on January 8th. Yes, Your Honor, the musician whose legal name is Rakim Mayers said when asked if he agreed to wait that long for his next appearance. Yeah, he want to get through the holidays unscathed with his 2 new children. A scintilla. What's a scintilla?
I don't know.
Of evidence is enough. So I guess a little small amount of evidence is enough. It's a probable cause hearing. The trial is going to be very different. Mayor's bulldog lawyer Joe Topakina said, I didn't say that right, known for representing high-profile clients including Meek Mill, YG, and Donald Trump. He's off.
Yeah.
Wrap this up, courts.
Oh, we talked about that the other day, how he has the same lawyer as Donald Trump.
He suggested Relly, born Terrell Ephron, perjured himself when he testified under oath 2 weeks ago that he never asked for $1 million in exchange for making the criminal case go away. Whoa. He should have asked for 30 from P. Diddy. He would have got a little bit more, but you not gonna $1 million? That's all he asked for is $1 million. You shoot me in my arm and I'm going to ask you for $1 million. No, I want it all. But $100 million.
On like this.
Yes, $100 million.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yes.
So, yep, there's ASAP Rocky. I don't know what to say about him, but he is going to be not there anymore because he's got to stop shooting. He's got to stop allegedly shooting people.
And I don't want him to do that because, you've got a different status now, ASAP Rocky. I know that was prior to who he is.
You're supposed to be living your soft life.
Yes, definitely.
You married a billionaire. You breeder.
You're
breeder.
And again and again.
And again and again and again. And you got to chill out, bruh.
Yeah,
at this point, you better lay low. Wayne Brady involved in a car accident, physical fight with another driver. Oh, it was Wayne Brady outside of Columbia Road fighting in the middle of that. The actor and comedian got into an altercation following a fender bender in Malibu on Sunday. Wayne Brady had a scary experience while driving. ET can confirm that the actor, comedian, and Let's Make a Deal host was driving on the Pacific Coast Highway on Sunday night when another car backed into him. The California Highway Patrol told ET that after hearing sirens, the other driver attempted to flee on foot. When Wayne Brady tried to stop him, the two got into a minor physical altercation. The other driver did ultimately flee on foot, but was later apprehended in a nearby neighborhood and was arrested for suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol, hit and run, property damage only, and battery. The accident comes at the end of the year of reflection for the performer and father of one who sat down with ET in September to open up about his decision to come out as pansexual the month prior. Let me ask you a question. Why the hell do people think it's our goddamn business to know if you are a pansexual, a asexual, a homosexual, or any sexual of that
I know
matter?
because if you're in the LGBTQ community, they feel like they have to identify you. But don't nobody be like, this straight actor got up and walked away.
Yes.
Why are you saying
This
that?
pansexual actor, pansexual is romantic or emotional attraction towards people of all genders, or regardless of their sex or gender identity. Pansexual people might refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determining factors in their romantic or sexual attraction to others.
So pansexuals are attracted to everybody, but what do they identify as? Are they
a pansexual?
Oh, so they're not male or female, they're pansexual?
Oh, because you said their pronouns. I think that
he
he might go by a pronoun of male, him and her. I'm not male, him and her. Male, he and him. But I think that he is saying that he wants to date any gender. You could be pansexual, asexual, nanosexual. You could like men. You
sapiosexual.
You could be no. You could it's gender.
Oh,
you could be a man, a woman, a trans man, a trans woman, a queer, or
prefer not to say.
So he will date any of those.
Oh,
again,
and all things.
My question is, who the hell asked you, who the hell cares?
Right.
If you love everybody, ain't that better for all of us?
Exactly. That's equal opportunity love.
Am I a pansexual? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not one. I'm just one regular hetero.
Yep.
I just like men.
Snyder's stupid. He said, I'm coming out as Snyder sexual.
Ooh, what does that mean, Snyder?
I'm gonna be Snyder sexual.
Write fast, Snyder, or call us up and tell us what a Snyder sexual. Like I deal with who I want.
I'm gonna be Schneider sexual too.
Me too. We're all Schneider sexuals.
Let's all do it.
It's a Schneider sexual pack.
Wow, what was that laugh?
Snoop Dogg. Snoop D-O-double-G. He wrote the other day, he shocked the world. He came out and he said, I'm done with smoke.
Yep.
The world and the internet took it by surprise and started quoting this man of things he never said.
Yep.
I want for the record to reflect, I never believed it. Snoop Dogg, gotcha. I quit smoke to sell smokeless fire pits.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Clever.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
Snoop got his foot in everything.
Everything.
Every damn thing.
Master Snoop Jr.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg shocked everyone with his declaration he's quitting smoke, and turns out his choice of wording was the marketing ploy many suspected it was. He's now promoting a smokeless stove. On Monday, Snoop made the grand reveal. His announcement had zilch to do with quitting marijuana and everything to do with solo stove, an outdoor fire pit that brings the blaze without the puff pass. The new Death Row Records CEO addressed tarnishing his brand in the ad, but promised he was done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. Yep, Snoop loves a double entendre almost as much as weed. Keen eyes noticed Snoop said he was quitting smoke, not smoking. So it did piss me off when I saw all the headlines saying that Snoop said that he was quitting smoking,
right?
Because you adding on that other piece of ing on it has a completely different meaning.
Like people don't know about double entendre.
Yeah. Both Meek Mill and Coi Leray jumped out of the gate with several unfounded claims about cannabis, but vowed they were quitting soon as well. Here, Coi Leray said, "I'm gonna quit after Thanksgiving." Meek went on his and confessed that I'm going to Dubai and completely stop smoking. I'm gonna follow Snoop. My doctor said I got a little bit of emphysema in my chest. If I don't stop smoking, it cuts my lifeline in half. I was addicted to the nicotine, and this new weed got too many chemicals and too risky to play with my mental. Boy, shut up. Stop smoking designer weed.
Exactly.
Just smoke regular weed. That's the problem. Y'all always want to be a Grandmaster Kush, a Hoopalada Dada, blueberry pineapple swerve.
Express.
Shit. Just smoke Reggie with seeds in it.
Nice blueberry pineapple swerve. I need that.
Ooh, I'm gonna make that one.
I like that.
Tristan, where'd you get that?
How do you put flavors in the weed?
Pásame con un guacamole.
How do you put flavors in the weed?
What you got to do is you got to sit it down, and you got to get the natural flavors, and you got to swoosh it in there. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. It's all, you can't put it in there. You kind of have to like feed it in there, like swoosh, 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 swoosh.
You got the answers.
What the hell are you talking about?
You got it.
What?
You got it.
I'm confused more so than ever before about what it is. I'm gonna quit smoking if that's what it, if that's what it is.
Infuse it. You can't really just put it directly on there. This is how I imagine it going. I didn't read anything about this, but I'm assuming that you put the smell flavors and then you kind of just whoosh it in, and then you swish up the soil so that when you plant it, it will grow. So you have to start with a base of like something else and then do it.
How can we ask somebody how you get it in there? Because I want to know how does it get in there? That's so cool. How do you? Yeah. Because sometimes you taste something and it literally tastes like they'd be like, oh, this is like Fernway, right? Like, so they have like the mango or whatever, and those things you can really taste the mango in it. It's like, how do you get that in there? I want to know.
I just told you, but if you don't want to listen, that's fine.
I don't.
What you said sounds like this to me.
You think it's nice? You think it's tasty? We can mix it in normal. Slab off right there, and a big mix.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said.
Slab off right there, and a big mix.
Wash it in.
Wash it in. Shoot. Shakira settles tax fraud case, avoids possible fine or prison. Shakira, that's what
is lying.
Oh, maybe Tiffany Haddish.
Shakira.
Maybe she works for IRS, so she was looking for Shakira so she could pay her taxes.
I'll tell you what, Shakira don't work for the IRS because ain't she in trouble with the IRS?
Tiffany Haddish?
Yeah.
Is she in trouble too?
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish is always in something.
No, she ain't in trouble. What you talking about? She ain't in trouble.
Tiffany Haddish is in headlines for something.
No, she's not.
Not for that.
She's not.
Haddish.
I spell Haddish.
It's Haddish. ISH. I don't know why you call her Haddish. Tiffany Haddish. She's in the headlines for something lately.
You can't find it upon Google.
Judge grants Tiffany Haddish arbitration request. This was 16 hours ago.
Was that for that porn thing? Did they settle that thing with the little kid in the movie thing?
Judge Tiffany Haddish wanted the lawsuit filed by Shazira Morris to be heard in arbitration, and the judge has granted the comedian her request. So yeah, she's in some kind of trouble.
And the Diddy and Cassie case heats up.
Mm-hmm.
Wale now has come forward, and Wale said Diddy didn't assault me. I never met Cassie. Story given fake 5 heartbeats.
That's Mike Nice told us that yesterday.
What'd he say?
That Diddy hung Wale over the banister.
Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall.
Yep.
Wale finds himself inserted into a rumor about Diddy dangling him over a balcony for working with Cassie against Diddy's wishes. But Wale says it's a fairy tale derived from Robert Townsend's film, The 5 Heartbeats. Wale's management tells TMZ Hip Hop the story first started by DMV rapper turned YouTuber Ant Glizzly. In pure fakery, and goes on to say it's a shame that a complete fabrication has gotten this far and that we have to dignify it with the response. They continued, it is a fantasy written by an outsider to exploit a viral story for clicks. The author must have watched The 5 Heartbeats on basic cable and got inspired. They have never been in the same room as the people mentioned. Wale has never met Cassie or the author and was never involved in any type of altercation. He wishes peace for everyone involved in the settlement. Wale's team is also warning any media outlets that continue posting the story would be spreading fake news, and we appreciate any outlet dedicated to factual reporting. The 1991 film is loosely based on the Motown hits era and features a crazed record label boss named Big Red hanging one of his artists over a balcony after they disrespected his office hours with an inquiry about his royalties. Ant Glizzy was repeatedly made it clear in his videos that he has a bone to pick with Wale, but also lingering beef with Sly Gizzy, who he also mentioned in the story. Lastly, Diddy has been spotted out for the first time since the case or the lawsuit. He looks sad and disheveled. I'm pretty sure he probably just woke up that night and was just kind of shaking off the nighttime blues.
Sad and disheveled in front of his mansion on Star Island.
Yeah, you can get a picture of anybody in any situation and just make up a story. I don't believe in my heart that Diddy is sad and disheveled.
I don't think he has any.
He might be a little pissed off still
Yeah.
and start wandering around making noise and maybe
Because
slamming
he had
things.
to empty out his couch to give Cassie the $30 million. I mean,
You know.
he's all right.
And I know it's also the public acknowledgement of what happened. So it might be that he is feeling a little embarrassed, maybe that all got out. But Diddy, he'll be fine. Oh, wow,
He's all soft baked ass.
Wow.
Update for the Tiffany Haddish. Her friend filed a lawsuit, $1 million lawsuit, but she won the lawsuit.
What did her friend file it for?
I don't know. Small claims court.
How much she owe? $1 million?
$1 million lawsuit.
I want to file $1 million lawsuit.
And it was settled?
Yeah, it was settled. Tiffany Haddish won, but this is nothing.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish won.
Yeah,
oh,
she
okay. Okay.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
That's good. Love is Blind's Bliss is pregnant, expecting first baby with husband Zach.
I still don't
Zach.
like how that whole thing went down. You're not gonna pick me second. That's
Which
crazy.
one was that?
She's the one where he picked the other girl and went to Mexico with the other girl, and then him and the other girl didn't get along.
Yeah.
And then he came back and was like, "Bliss, I should have picked you."
What is
This is Love is Blind,
Why are you
Tristan.
talking about? What is this?
This is good pop culture.
Yeah, Chiz, you gotta get hip
You
to
got to
pop
get.
culture.
Yesterday we was talking about Cameron and what's her name? Cameron and his nice black wife. They are still married after 5 years. They
5
met on
years.
the show.
Yep.
And
Y'all are old. Why y'all watch this foolishness?
They
for?
fell in love.
No, Love is Blind is a cult, has a cult following. It is
Yeah.
a thing that you have to watch. It is real.
They probably gonna bring that to ABC soon.
I know
because
they got
that's
Love
how
is
crazy.
Blind Brazil and Love is Blind
Yeah.
Korea and all. I don't know. If
The
they got
concept of Love is Blind is that you sit in these pods and you can't see the person you're dating. And you get a chance to date all these different people and you fall in love with the person's personality that you've never met.
Yep.
And then the grand reveal is that you meet them for the first time and then y'all go off to a honeymoon to live with each other
I feel like
for
that's-
2 weeks. It's crazy.
Sounds like every other show that's out there.
Nah,
No,
it's different
this
and
different.
good.
It is getting. It is.
It
I
sounds-
will say, Tristan, that it is becoming real fake and foolish.
Yeah.
So at this point, you have right to criticize, but prior to that,
Well, I can't
it was a
I've
very
never seen
loving
it. I
show.
don't know.
Do you
No,
watch The Bachelor? No, what I don't watch The
no,
Bachelor
no,
either.
no,
But
me either.
I believe that The Bachelor is one of those shows that do the people all stay together or do they be divorced?
No, they get divorced.
Easy. Right now, it's
Yeah.
The
That's what I was
Bachelor.
gonna say. It sounds like The Bachelor.
Right now, it's The Bachelor Golden Ages. So
Golden-
there's a
yes, the Golden
65-year-old man on there dating all these old whippersnappers.
Oh, speaking of that, y'all got to watch Virgin River. Oh my gosh, it's such a good show. Anyhow, go ahead.
Suge Knight argues every rapper should receive a pension for life
Yeah.
from his prison podcast.
Yeah.
Suge Knight has never been shy of voicing his opinion, and he's now shared his thoughts on how to make hip-hop better for its veteran performers. In the most recent episode of his new podcast, Collect Call with Suge Knight, which aired on Sunday via Dave May's Breakbeat Media, the incarcerated former Death Row Records mogul expressed that he feels hip-hop needs its own union. They got one with retirement and healthcare and dental for basketball players, football players, even truck drivers, police. Why hip-hop don't have one?
Who gonna do it?
The bolster the case for his vision. He pointed to all these billions and billions and billions of dollars that hip hop brings. Look at all the executives at these major companies that are billionaires because of hip hop. Not because they put the time into it, not because they work harder than people like myself and Rough Riders or Bad Boys or any of the labels. He then went on to enumerate a number of rappers he saw as worthy of a pension. The list includes Ja Rule, Ashanti, and the members of Salt and Pepper. He singled out 2 artists for special praise. Tretch and Scarface, who's 2 bad MFers, he said. What they contributed to hip-hop, they should get checks every month, at least 20 to 30 grand a month. Check out Suge Knight's comments around the 9/12 mark in the latest Collect Call episode below. And that is the name of his podcast.
That's cool. Cool.
You know what? I'm actually listening to. Have you tried it?
Nah.
It seems like something you would listen to at
Suge
least
Knight's
once.
not a credible person.
If an NFL football, I mean, I agree with what he said. I kind of low key agree with this. Yeah.
He's just he flip flops a lot on his words.
Well, where they gonna get that? Who's gonna have that? Where's that money gonna come from? Is what I'm trying to say.
LL Cool J has something like that, but they got to get together.
Yeah,
they got to get their people together. That's the problem. Black folk got to get together.
That's true too. We don't like to work together.
No, that's it.
We do not like it because if one person gets ahead of us before we do, then we get all stressed out.
You could do good, but not as good as me.
Yeah.
I think Ice Cube also has something for rappers as well. LL Cool J and Ice Cube have like foundations.
This is the problem I have with Ice Cube right now. After all of that hoopla that Ice Cube made around the election time, we ain't never really heard from Ice Cube again.
I know. That's
what was
true.
it? The black, what is it called? It was called the Black Report
I know
or
what
something
you're talking
like
about,
that.
but I don't remember exactly what it is. This is not memorable.
Shaquille O'Neal wishes he was a little bit smaller in new Pepsi ad with Skilo.
How cute is that?
Him too. Snoop Dogg, Shaquille O'Neal, Master P.
Mm-hmm.
These people here, and I think Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Those people right there, if you pay attention to what they do, these people are all about business.
Blackonomics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of a Shaquille O'Neal. Wishes he was a little bit smaller in a new Pepsi with Skilo. Shaquille O'Neal has been tapped by Pepsi to promote their new Pepsi Minis. That's cute.
Oh.
In an ad spot that features a reworking of Skilo's 1995 classic I Wish.
I was a little bit smaller.
I wish I was a rabbit in a hat with a sit food smaller.
Yeah.
In this one, he says, I wish I was a little bit smaller, a mini Shaq baller. I wouldn't have to yell when I talk to a toddler. I wish I had more leg room on a plane, on a train. Life is tough when you're taller, as Kilo raps. He also acknowledges that being tall helps when you're a basketball legend like Shaq, but not when you're trying to be a gymnast. You can watch the commercial below. That's cute.
Can we watch it?
I think
No,
so.
I don't.
Has it got the song in it?
It's gonna flag.
No, the copyrighted. You guys could go watch it on your own time. I will watch it right now while I wait for you guys. But it's a 2-minute. Let me see. Oh, it's a whole song. That's why. Yeah, you could play the first beginning of it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see how far he could go with it. You can get up until about 30 seconds, Triz. We could just see the
I got it.
Is he rapping it? Oh, Skilo's rapping it. That was a good song. That's a good song.
One-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So on Saturday night we played.
Hold on.
I got it.
Why was he sitting in?
I wish I was a little bit smaller.
Yeah. And then last but not least, I wanted to bring this story up because it was actually pretty dope and we didn't touch on it. T.I. and Tiny officially opened their affordable housing complex in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so T.I. and Tiny have officially opened the doors to their affordable Atlanta housing complex that's been years in the making. On Tuesday, the pair hosted a ribbon cutting ceremony for the Entrada West Side, which includes 143 apartments and 25 special units for homeless youth. In a full circle moment, the site they built on, which sits across from the Center Hill Park in Northwest Atlanta, was once a grocery store where Tip's grandmother would shop at. The arts and entertainment industry in the city has been able to collaborate and be, I guess, profitable enough to offer the community so many things that are much needed. The Whatever You Like rapper said while talking to local newspapers. T.I. first announced the plans for the housing community back in 2021. In an Instagram post writing, so yeah, checking out my development here in Bankhead. You know what I'm saying? Right here used to be the old Kmart. Now we got affordable housing, 143 units going up, mixed use community. You dig? We about 40% done. We supposed to be done sometimes next year. They are done, and this is really dope because you don't really hear about people doing things like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. All you hear is developers coming in here and making luxury housing and foolishness. Ain't nobody saying, I'm going to make a whole 147 building for the community.
Right.
And
Good
not
for them.
all the other community.
Good
just
for them.
the one. So big shout out to them.
You think
Tip
they
has
mean
spent-
it, or you think they did that on the backs of them getting out of trouble, so now they're gonna do philanthropic?
No, I feel like he, for the most part, is pretty, what's the word? Pretty dedicated to community. Tip has spent over $2.7 million since 2017 to buy 6 properties and plots of land in his old Center Hill neighborhood as part of his Buy Back the Block initiative. You can do well and do good at the same time, he added. You don't have to be slumlord in order to make money. You don't have to be a poor person in order to give back. I believe that best way to help people in need in the community is to not become one. I am in the for-profit business. Philanthropy is something I do because I like to do, but when my money goes somewhere and I invest into a community, I'm doing that to make money. Don't get me wrong, but the money that I make gives me strength and freedom to invest more into the community. And that's real. He's got that. He's got that. Nobody just gives away money just to give away money. It's something in it for them, whether it be marketing, whether it be, accolades, whatever. It's always nice to do and it makes you feel good and it's needed. But, at the same time, ain't nobody doing this to be broke. That's what I'm saying. With that said, we got to get up out of here.
Get up.
Because our guest is not here. So I'll go handle that and find out what happened to our guest. That's the blues. If y'all don't know what the blues are.
We had the blues.
Make sure you go on middiesOffers.com. Go on the Spark FM page and click the link right there. Get those tickets for Duke Deuce going down this Saturday inside the Middle East. 8 p.m. 10 p.m. is showtime. And we lit.
We lit.
Tomorrow is Thanksgiving Eve.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving Eve. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do the things.
Shout out to Mommy for buying our things that we need for our Thanksgiving assignment.
She the bomb. I like her. Yeah. All right, people. We'll see you guys later. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll see you later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Oh, no! You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.